suppose the Irish interest for Antarctica starts with Ernest Shackleton back in 1916, and in particular the Endurance expedition, which was a failed expedition, but it turned out to be one of the most historic rescue missions ever in the history of man, to my estimation. But once you get past that, you get to the continent itself, the seventh continent, the White Continent. It is absolutely stunning. To see it, to stand on it, to listen to the silence, it's just incredible. You have to be there to stand on it and experience it. I can't describe Antarctica to you. Nobody can, and anyone who can probably has never been there. The journey begins when you fly from Dublin to Santiago in Chile. To my mind, one of the best and most beautiful cities in South America. Well worth a visit, and you spend a night there in a 5-star Mandarin Oriental or similar hotel. It's a 5-star hotel. From there you get a private charter down to a small island called Puerto Williams, which is south of Ushuaia, and that's where the ships will depart from. In our next expedition, which is in November, we will actually be flying back from Antarctica, a place called King George Island, and that aircraft will be flying back to Puerto Williams, where you will stay a night and come home from there, up to one night in Puerto Williams, one night on the way home again, probably in Santiago, although that is not included in our basic package, but it's probably well worth doing again. And then from Santiago back via Amsterdam, Paris, Madrid or London to Dublin. It's important to know that we're talking here about an expedition. So this is not a normal cruise ship as you might expect, or one of the ones that you might think about in terms of big white ships on the sea. This is an expedition ship, so she's been completely refurbished to have a much stronger hull, so she can nudge the ice out of the way if that becomes necessary. In addition to that, there are 12 Zodiacs on board, so you need the crane technology to get them on and off the ship very quickly. And you also need the mudroom where you will be boarding onto those Zodiacs and again taking your boots and outer gear off. They're all very important aspects, but the most important thing is that on expedition ships, there is another team, not just the hotel team or the mariners and navigators, but the expedition team, which are ologists. There would be up to 24 academics, experienced people, geologists, ornithologists, you name it. There's more ologists than you can shake a stick at. But they're basically there to educate you on nature, wildlife, and what you're seeing there. They will travel with you and explain what you're looking at. And these are the real stars of the show in my mind. The entertainment on board is going to be about nature, so don't be expecting razzmatazz, big honky-tonk shows and casinos. It's not going to be happening. Your entertainment is going to be more focused on the nature and the wildlife that you will be experiencing. And if you're not a tree hugger now, by the time you come home from one of these trips, you will be. So what you'll experience on board is a much more casual, common interest type of thing, because everyone on board the ship is going to be interested in nature and wildlife and experiencing the White Continent. So it's a very informal affair. It's not a major dressy uppy job. You will certainly need to dress up for the outer when you get off on the Zodiacs, because it will be cold, not as cold perhaps as you might expect. It'll probably be 1, 2 or 3 degrees, something like that. But for those who are crazy enough to do it, there is a polar plunge if you want to take a little dip. So apart from that, the life on board is casual. Unusually, the ship we use has 4 restaurants, so there's a choice of restaurants. It's very fine dining cuisine. It is butler service. It is quite luxurious, but it is a very functional expedition ship. And so what we are doing here is getting you to one of the most remote places on the planet safely and in comfort, without having to compromise on the comfort. hope to be going there with the group. I've been to Antarctica a number of times and I've enjoyed the company of Irish people and the crack. I think that's a major import in what we do with the groups. We try to get people together, like-minded people, Irish people, and we are a curious nation. We are chatty people, so there's always someone to have a chat with, a cup of tea with, whether you're traveling on your own, whether you're traveling with your partner or in a small group of friends. There is always company when there's an Irish group on board. So certainly I hope to be there with all you guys and look forward to doing that. Well, as I said, when you have a group of Irish people on board a ship, there's never anywhere lonely to be on your own, unless you want to be on your own, that's fine too. But there's always a place to have a chat with somebody, to have a cup of tea. After the polar plunge, it's always very interesting. The last time we were there was people up in their dressing gowns, freezing, having a champagne and sitting in the jacuzzi. So that's the sort of crack, and there's always somebody there who's going to just to be company for you. Well, reservations on this are easy. I'm John Galligan of John Galligan Travel, recently acquired by Frosch Ireland. That's Frosch. You can contact us directly, and you'll get us on 01207 6555 or email jgt@frosch.ie. That's Frosch. You can also call the Frosch number in Cork, which is 021 203 7068. Or if you're in the west, you can talk to the lovely people in Grogan Travel in Tuam, and that is 093 241 16. You'll see all of the details of this expedition and all of our other many expeditions for 2026 under the Bucket List brand on if you just Google Frosch groups, that will get it on the Frosch website. Well worth a look at. There's a lot of stuff there, doing all sorts of interesting tours and groups to various parts of the world. That's Frosch and groups if you just Google that.